understanding step by step the power of what is being launched here in this company, and that Alex's master plan is progressing and it's happening, and it's one step closer to that big vision of 100 million users. And we're going to talk about today how that all comes together. We also have seen some updates in the Telegram group. We have seen how there's going to be a few updates to the swapping. It's starting right now in a beta version. I'm going to show you how it looks like, how it works, how we can start, and what is going to come. So for everyone that is a part of the previous community, the first part is going to be for you. But also we are looking at the exchanges, and we're seeing how the previous community coins are now going up in value, because we're seeing more and more people start understanding the power of the swap, and everyone want to be a part of the smart blockchain and have the most amount of smart coins. So we're going to jump into that. We're also going to talk about the Ultima cashback updates. Everyone is really excited about this. When this was announced, it was first a confusion, but then it's just clicking in people's minds, and then people understand the power behind this. And now we want to bring you back and understand what is happening when these things are launching, is that the value of the product we're having right now, the Ultima farm, is just growing in value. And we need to understand how important that is, and how we in this time can move away from being an amateur to actually becoming a professional in this industry, moving away from being a beta leader to an alpha leader. I'm going to talk about how I'm really seeing in this community right now two parts of it. One part is becoming very passive. On the other side, we're seeing big expansion. In many teams, we're seeing new ranks exploding. People have the biggest momentum since they joined the business 1 year ago. It's happening in some teams. And certain teams, they're waiting. And I'm going to explain now what is the difference of outcome of being an amateur or being a professional in this industry and raising the bar as a leader. We're going to talk about the next presentation. We've been working a lot behind the scenes, preparing, onboarding new leaders, doing a lot of private calls, and we're going to do a public presentation for the Ultima project, for the opportunity with the farms to get as many as possible in your team to understand the power of really getting a part, or being a part of the creator generation of the VIP group of people who are going to produce the tokens which the whole world of our community is going to be using. And I'm going to talk about how this is important, how to use this presentation to really kickstart your business and really get the momentum up until the end of the month. We're also going to cover the Berlin event, step-by-step things you need to be aware of with the event. The agenda has been released, tickets have been available for download, and we're going to just make sure that you have done everything correctly so you can attend the Berlin event. If you're not attending, we're going to talk about why you should again, and we're going to talk about why events are so important in a different way today, and more concentrate on the urgency and deadlines and how that is driving our business. So we have a lot of things to talk about. I'm going to get started. I'm going to later hand over to my business partner, Navid, and then we're going to make sure we go through all of this today. But let's start with the Smart Swap update. So as you guys have seen, the website has been developed. As we explained on the last week's webinar, this whole infrastructure is being powered by the smart blockchain. Now, every smart blockchain has a native coin used for gas fees. In our smart blockchain, the smart coin is the native coin for gas fees. This means that the bigger the project becomes, the more projects are onboarding, the higher the demand for the smart coin will become. And who can get the smart coin? Yeah, it is in a reward to the community that has been loyal to the company for a very long period of time. So as you understand, in this company, the community is always rewarded for loyalty and for understanding and supporting Alex's vision, understanding the challenges, understanding that this vision and mission is not going to be easy, but it is possible. And with this swap, we are now starting the journey into the transition to our new smart blockchain. Now, on the website, you can read more about the blockchain, the details, and how it is that you, in a few simple steps, can get a hold of this smart coin. The smart coin production will only be done by our community, and that is going to be, of course, the creator generation of the smart coin. So how it works is that right now, it has already started. As you log in on this website, you can see that the swapping website is live. Keep in mind that it's in a beta version right now. Keep in mind that it's going to be a few adjustments, but you can get started already. And also know that the payout of smart coins will only begin after the Berlin event. But you can position yourself right now. You can get started already. And depending on which coin or community coin of the past you're holding, you can choose which one you want, and it's going to be more added. The PLC is going to be added as well. You can come here and choose 3 years, 5 years, and by simply clicking swap, you need to, of course, confirm what you are doing, you agree, and you simply send the X or the coins to this address, and automatically you are now entering the release of smart coins, which step by step is going to come into your smart balance. From here, you can pay out, you can sell on the exchange, you can use it for gas fees. And this is very, very powerful for you to be a part of the production of the smart coins. You can see, of course, the payouts and all the transactions. And this is now launched. Yes, you can go ahead and do it. No, you will not get your smart coins until after the Berlin event. And there's going to be a step-by-step release. What we have to understand is that you cannot just release smart coins on the market. You need to build a demand. You need to build liquidity. And all the crypto experts, the crypto knowledgeable people understand the balance between demand and supply. A lot of people say, why can we not get 100% of our smart coins day one? By logically thinking demand and supply, you are quickly understand that that is not possible. For you to be able to liquidate, for you to be able to actually use your smart coins, there had to be a gradual build up and release of the smart coin. And for over that time, build a higher and higher demand. That is how the structure is done. That is the only way that this is going to be done. And that is done to benefit you and to benefit those who are part of this. So with this is the first news of the day. Make sure that this is understood and shared with your teams. It's starting, and we are now beginning the next chapter of the smart blockchain. So keep this in mind, guys. Go to plcswapping.com, log into your account, swap, and wait for further information from the company. We need to have patience. We need to wait for the company to build this infrastructure out. And all of the developments is going to lead to a higher demand and high liquidity. So first off, the smart coin swap updates done. Let's talk about what will continue driving the demand, driving the growth of our smart blockchain, starting with our Ultima project. As you know, on our smart blockchain, we're going to have multiple projects running. We're going to have the first euro stable coin in our smart blockchain. We're going to have 2, 3, 4 different huge companies with over 1 million users onboarding, and then continuously that will bring a trust from the world, and there's going to be more and more projects launching and onboarding on our smart blockchain. Of course, our Ultima project is built on our smart blockchain, and we are now seeing the launch of the infrastructure inside of our ecosystem, starting with the cashback system and of course our debit cards. Our debit cards has already been used. It's already been delivered to 250,000 people around the world. You know how this is the most powerful crypto debit card in the world, an international banking solution where you can spend cryptocurrency, smart coin, Ultima token, Bitcoin, Ethereum, USDT, USDC, anywhere in the world where MasterCard is accepted. We also know that this card is the only card in the world which is used in markets like Africa, Latin America, Asia, with billions of people. There's no other debit card with this wide reach as this debit card. And when you add on top of all of this, the cashback system, and I know everyone is excited about this, and I'm going to cover a little bit about this, but I'm going to move on to more important things. And you're going to understand what I mean by that. The cashback system, last weekend, we went into details how you can get 20% discount, 100% cashback in Ultima tokens, and how this is going to be so extremely powerful. And we already spoke about how we are now entering the masses. When you talk about in cryptocurrency to 10 people, you're going to have 8 people saying, I'm not interested. And you're going to only have 2 people saying, okay, let me learn more about it. But when you talk about cashback, when you talk about saving money, then you're going to have the attention of 10 out of 10 people. This is the power. This is how we're going to now expand rapidly. This is how you're going to have 10 times more growth in your organization, in network. We have a product right now that is starting end of the month, which is going to be applicable in every market to every person anywhere in the world. And people are saying, when they're looking at this, they're saying, but what if I don't have cashbacks in my city, in my country? You got to understand, there's going to be global vouchers and it's going to be local vouchers. The global vouchers is the Ultima members, for example. Anyone in the world that is able to onboard Ultima members and have the debit card can easily get access to the cashback system. Why? Because having Ultima members in your debit card, you can load your debit card and you get the 100% cashback, and you get, of course, the payment into your debit card, which you can use anywhere in the world. So we have global solutions for everyone around the world. And on top of that, we have local solutions. Alex have already started activating in Africa, in Europe, in Asia, Latin America. He is now contacting the top platforms where he is going to plug in the cashback system to platforms which you're already using today, which is already known in your market. What will happen when people in your country see that Ultima cashback is working on the platforms they already trust and already use? That is going to be incredible. When people see that the cashback system is applicable on Amazon, which people already trust and already use, you will understand quickly how this will gain momentum and be able to reach the masses. So with this, I'm just going to quickly show you here a few things that is important when we're looking at a post that I made in my group, or in our group, I made in our group, the Den team group. I hope you're part of it, and all other groups. It was shared in many groups. But I was sharing a few ways of how you can actually pitch this. And I'm going to talk about this to give you a vision, and then I pull you back to the current moment, okay? But this to give you an idea. This is so important with the cashback, because imagine talking to... I'm back, guys. Sorry, my VPN is playing games. I'm back. Let's jump straight into it. There we go. Let me know in the chat if you can hear me well, guys. Let me know in the chat, just so I can know you hear me perfectly. Thank you, guys. Perfect. So, all right. So what I was talking about is how this product that is launching end of the month is so powerful, because if you talk to random people on the street and you say, if I could show you how you can save 20% on everything you're buying and get 100% cashback in an asset that can grow 10 times in its value, would you be interested? Now, how many people is going to say no to that question? I'm not going to say no to that, and I don't think many will. Or if you talk to crypto people, you say, if I could show you how you can buy a token which is created from a company with 7-year experience, 2.5 million users, global infrastructure, huge demand, and you get 120+% of the money back in cash the first 12 months, and you still keep your token, would you be interested? Buying a token, get money back with 20% premium and keep the tokens. That is going to get the attention of every crypto interested person in the world. So people say, oh, we're moving away from crypto. No, you can still package it like that. You got to understand, you got to be smart, you got to be creative, you got to be resourceful. And when you talk to networkers, tell them this, paint the vision for a networker. Imagine you are selling a product that everyone needs and wants. Imagine making money on everything people buy every single day. Imagine having the strongest compensation plan in the world connected to everything, to a product that everyone needs. That is a dream in this industry. That is an irresistible offer. It doesn't make sense to say no to it. And with that, you can understand what is going to happen at the end of this month if you are preparing for this, and if you're understanding, and if you're starting today. Now, I want to show you guys what is going to play out as we're going forward. We got a timeline here, and this timeline is the progression of this ecosystem and what I believe is going to happen. We are right now here, and we are now going towards 100 million users in the ecosystem. Right now we got 2.5, and this is going to start growing as we go into the cashback system. Already we have the debit cards, already that's bringing demand. Imagine when we're launching, then the voucher system, then the exchange is launching, then we got the we got the travel platform. Everyone is excited for that. We got the e-commerce platform launching. We got the crowdfunding platform launching. We got what more? We got the freezing game starting. We got the gaming portal starting. What is going to happen, guys? As more and more is launching, what is going to happen is more and more people onboarding. There's more and more excitement. There's more and more demand. What is happening, guys? When you're looking at this, we're going to have a higher and higher demand of the Ultima token. We're looking at this because what is used in all of this? This is the Ultima token. The Ultima token demand is just going to rise and rise and rise, and it's going to go up and up and up. Why? Because the Ultima token is being used for everything in the ecosystem. This is very important to understand. What is happening to the supply? Of course, the supply is something that we are producing, and the supply is very small. We're going to grow it by producing it, but at one point, there's not going to be any more production. After we have stopped the production, there's not going to be any more production. What is going to happen? Because of freezing, because of burning, the supply is going to start going down. And when you're seeing the supply going down and the demand is going up, we have, of course, a rising price. This is very important, guys, to understand how this is going to play out. What is going to happen when we reach 10 million users? What is going to happen when we are reaching 100 million users? What is going to happen when the tokenomics make sense? The problems in this industry has been oversupply of tokens. There has been too many tokens on the market and not enough outside demand. The problems in this industry has been no one has been able to create a demand from people outside the community. For the first time, this is able to be done. Alex has cracked the code, and this is now done through the integration of the smart blockchain and products that everyone needs and wants, no matter in the community or not. That is very important to understand. And when we heard that we're gonna stop the sales of Ultima farms, there was different reactions in the community. Certain people who understand tokenomics, understand supply and demand, they got so excited that their teams took off. Why? They understood that when we are removing supply from the Ultima token, and there's less and less people able to produce the token, the value of the token goes up more and more, and the value of having an Ultima farm is increasing. You know, when you remove something from the market, you decrease the supply, you make it more exclusive to be an Ultima farm holder, an Ultima token producer, the value increases. And I want to talk about now how certain individuals have been able to understand this in our company, creating incredible results. Meanwhile, others are, for some reason, waiting. And what we have to understand in this industry is if you wait, you're going to miss the wave. You're going to miss out. You got to move away from being a beta leader to an alpha leader, from an amateur to a professional. And by you doing this, what is going to happen? You're going to understand that whatever is being presented to us, we take it, non-reactive, we package and we move. And that is what's happening in certain teams. And I thought it's very important to bring this up, guys, because a lot of people are in this, you know, some people are still not understanding what is happening here. So let me go back here and talk about this specifically. Because when we're talking about moving and becoming an entrepreneur here for real and understanding the power and understanding what is happening here, when we decrease the supply, when we make it more exclusive to become an ultima token producer, what happens to the offer that we are offering people? The value goes up. And what happened when Alex announced that there is going to be a stop of licenses sold at the end of the month? One group of people, they said, oh, changes. Oh, I don't like changes. My energy is low. There's too many changes. I can't handle it. I'm going to stop and wait. I don't understand. And I'm not going to seek information. And what happened? The energy came down. There's like, Alex should not do this. Alex should do like this. I have not even made $1 million, but I'm going to give suggestions to a multi-billionaire in the crypto market. And that is what's spinning in the minds of a lot of people. And what did the other group of people doing? The other group of people who is now smashing through ranks. And it's happening, guys, where people smashing through ranks, launching new leaders, where many exploding. And this, what is happening? Our Asian team, Swedish team, growing rapidly, guys, exploding. Why? Because when this was implemented, they said, okay, this is what's happening. Let's understand it. Number two, we trust that a multi-billionaire with 7-year experience in this industry knows what he's doing. We don't need to question the decision. Yes, we should always, you know, ask ourselves, or do we resonate or not? But in the end, we are part of a platform run by an individual who's been in the market for 7 years. What happened with those individuals? They made a plan. They started taking action. They understood, these professionals in this industry, they understood that now this month can be the biggest month in our careers. Why? Because when we are limiting the sales of Ultima licenses, what will happen? The value of being an Ultima producer is rising. What you are selling becomes more valuable now. And what happens is easier to share with people. When you talk to people today and you're saying that you have a limited amount of time to become a producer of a token which will not be available to be produced by anyone else in the world by the end of the month, but there's going to be millions of people wanting to buy this token from you, and you're going to be a small group of people producing the token to the market. What will happen to your tokens? Now, when you're sharing that now, your pitch is stronger. When we did not have this deadline, guys, it was like, oh, we're going to have for 2 years production of tokens, and the worry for everyone is there's going to be oversupply. Alice cut that, he organized it, he put it into action, he announced it, and now we're moving with it. So you understand that when there is a scarcity of something, value goes up. So we have had that difference between individuals in our community, from the beta leaders and the alpha leaders, from the amateurs to the professionals. And we want to help and highlight to you now, what is the difference between those individuals who has been thriving this month, who is growing this month, who is taking action this month, compared to the people who is waiting. And you're waiting, and you're waiting and waiting for something always to happen, not realizing that they're missing out on the boat. They're missing out. And they're going to realize when the Ultima farms are no longer there and the price start increasing and people are coming into the community and they start hearing about certain people producing the token, and people are coming to you saying, how can I become a token producer? And you say, it's not possible anymore. And they're going to say, what? You didn't tell me before? And you're going to miss out again. This is going to happen. And this is very important to understand. So when we're talking about this, we got to understand that Alex's way of doing this is focused on the professional networker. So understands that our best friend in this industry is urgency. If there's anything you've seen Alex done over and over again in this company, is to create urgency, is to create deadlines. And why is that? Because he knows that our industry is thriving on urgency, thriving on actually having deadlines. This is so important. That's why the professional networkers, when they see Alex take away the licenses, they're saying, that is very smart, Alex. And that is my best tool for this month. I'm going to go harder now because I got urgency. I got a limited supply of something that I can sell that everyone wants. The amateurs, they say, I don't understand what Alex is doing because they don't understand the nature of our business, and they're holding back, missing out on the most powerful tool you could ever have inside of this company. So guys, this is something to really, really keep in mind as we're going forward. What are other things that is happening? You know, the amateur is consistently waiting. They have no urgency. They're working sometimes. They're not really understanding this. And what is happening now, they create a habit of waiting. This reflects in everything else. No one want to follow you because you're waiting. You are not certain. You have not made a decision. You do not believe. That is why no one is following you. You're wondering, why do you not close deals? Why is it that people are not excited when you talk to them? Why is it that when you are messaging, talking, reaching out to people, that they are not really responding to you? The reason is not because of the company. It is not because of anyone else but you. When you understand the power of you being in strong belief, using urgency as the greatest tool, and come across with certainty, then you will grow your business. And that is the difference. The amateurs in this business have not yet made a decision. There's no trust. They don't believe. They're just still trying. And by trying, you will never reach any results. That is what we always say. If you're going to run this business, either you do it or you don't, but because doing the in-between is going to get you nowhere. You are either all in or don't do it at all. Because if you're not doing it at all, at least you made a decision. If you're doing it, you got to do it all in. You got to have full conviction. And it doesn't mean that you know the future. It doesn't mean you make guarantees. But you're completely sure that there's nothing else in the world and no better place to be than in this community right now. And when that conviction is there and you have the right disclaimers, you will move with power. You will be a professional. You will take whatever is thrown to the table. You will have trust in the developments of the company. You will know that you have not built a company for 7 years. You are not a multi-billionaire. Let's follow the strategies of someone who knows what it takes to build something. I understand it's not easy, but we do our part. Our part is to become professional networkers, increase the community. The stronger the community, the stronger the company. The stronger the company, the stronger the token. The stronger the token, the more profits to the community. The more profits to the community, again, the stronger the company becomes because more community comes. This is the cycle. We have to do our part. And our part is to move away from being amateurs in this business who is so volatile, who is always, whenever changes come, we stop, or we need to rethink, and it takes 3 weeks for us to get back into action. It got to take 1 minute for you. Okay, this is information, non-emotional, let's move. That is what's going to make you success in this industry. It is so very important to do that. And when we're talking about these deadlines, okay, we got a deadline coming up end of the month. How are you handling this? When you have made a decision, you got to understand that now we got to use this deadline. You got to communicate this deadline to your prospect, your teams. You got to remind them on a daily basis. You're going to do the countdowns. You got to build up the energy around this deadline. You got to make sure that you provide people with fear of missing out. Why? To help them make a decision. To not wait until the last day when the system is broken and everyone is trying to get in. You're going to see the last day is going to be too much for you to handle. Get people in now. Get people lined up now. Get people to become producers now. before they close the door, and the only thing that's going to come out of this company is demand for the Ultima token. Now is the time to get involved. And this is taking me to the next point here. For difference between an amateur and a professional, it is that consistency. And an amateur, anytime there is a change made or development made, what happens? The amateur takes time. What happens when you take time? What happens is that you lower your energy. You get less momentum. What happens now? You take less action. And what happens now? You get more negative. What happens now? If you are 1% negative, your community is going to 10 times more negative. That is always happening. If you are 1% positive, your community is going to be 10 times more positive. You got to understand that. That is a reflection of your community. If your teams are not excited, are you excited? Are you someone who understands and believes in what's happening? So meanwhile, an amateur is holding back, is having no consistency, only taking action when they feel like it. Or I'm not feeling it today, so I'm not going to work today. What they don't understand that day of you not feeling like it is destroying a momentum building up. And momentum is something building up through consistency. And you might not see it. You might not understand it. You might not visually understand what momentum is. But it's something that just builds up step by step. And it happens behind the scenes. It is like you are having like this. You're an individual who has this a well, okay, a water well, a well that is going very deep into the groundwater, and you have this pump, and every day you're pumping up the water. If you are going and once every week doing a little bit pumping this water, the water is gonna rise, and when you stop, it comes back down. It's gonna rise, come back down, and you're gonna say there's something wrong with this well, there's something wrong with this pump. I'm doing something wrong. Nothing was wrong. What is wrong is that there was no consistency. What is wrong is that you gave up over and over again. The difference between the amateur and the professional is that the professional, they consistently doing it without seeing, knowing that consistently will get you there. And that's when the water is going to come and explode, and you're going to have an abundance of water, and you can drop the pump. The water will still come if you're getting the water up to the top, and that is going to consistently give you an abundance of water. So this is what's happening in this industry, guys. So this is a very important point to understand. And I'm going to bring it to our community now. Ask yourself, when this was changes, how did you react? Did you get very emotional? Did you stop working? Did you now become less in belief? Or did you expand? Did you become just more of what you did before? Did you raise your energy? Did you become a solid point for your community? Did you become a leader that they can trust, that they can follow? Or did your energy go down? And now the trust of your community is gone. I can tell you that one time takes a lot of time to build back up. One time of you not showing leadership is going to take a lot of time to regain that leadership. And you can, and that's why I'm telling you this today. It's very important to continuously be consistent and make a decision. Because what are you showing your team? When you came into this business, did you make a decision? If you did not make a decision, then you're going to be this emotional person that's in and out, up and down, sometimes not. You're never going to build a team. You're never going to be successful. You're never going to reach the top of this industry. But if you came in and made a decision and said, I know the challenges of this business. I know that there's going to be ups and downs. I know what I'm accepting. I'm a leader. I make my analysis. And after making my analysis, I'm coming in with power and certainty, certain that my decision was right. I can never be certain that my outcome is going to be the best, or outcome is going to be something that I'm visualizing. But we never know the outcome. We can only base it on our decision. And a leader that's made a proper decision to say, this is why I'm moving with this business, and I'm going to do it through ups and downs. That leader is going to be much more powerful than the leader who never made a decision initially. And you're never going to have people following you if you are that leader who don't make decisions. So have you made a decision? And if you were emotional when there's developments and changes in this company, you not made a decision. Yes, confusion can come, but we handle it. We take it, we absorb, we ask questions, make a plan, and we move. That is the difference between the people thriving right now and the people that is waiting for, oh, there's cashback system launching, I'll wait for that. Not realizing that you should launch, pre-launch that right now. Get people in now. So when it's launched, you come with a bang. You're going to wait and you're going to miss out again on a deadline opportunity. You're going to launch that and you're going to miss out on getting people on board because, wow, you're waiting. And these are the differences. So are you waiting for the cashback to start? Are you waiting for something to happen? Are you waiting for the price to go up? That is one of the keys. People are waiting for the price to go up. When the price go up, oh, now they start working. Not realizing now it's too late. You should work when the price is low. When you get people in when the price is high and the price is volatile, it comes back down, comes back up, you're going to have a community not happy. Now everyone should get in because the price can only go one way. So the professionals understand this. The amateurs are emotional. The amateurs are waiting. The amateurs are saying, I'm going to wait for the cashback. I'm going to wait for the price to go up. I'm going to see how this plans out, how this plays out. I've not made a decision, so I'm going to wait. I'm going to let the momentum die. I'm going to let my certainty be shown that I don't have certainty to my whole community. I'm going to show my lack of leadership to people around me, and I'm going to accept that people are not going to follow me because I'm an amateur leader. Or you can move into the professional side, make a real decision, and make that decision on what is stable. Trust in Alex, 7 years in the market, knowing that there's no other company doing that. Trust in the leadership. Trust that your consistency has to be put into one platform over a period of time to generate momentum. One big momentum phase in this company, which has happened many times, can set you up for life. Until then, the winners and the benefiters of that momentum phase is going to be those who understand what I'm just sharing. Professionals not waiting. They are saying, wow, the launch of the cashback system is going to do what? Bring value to the ultima token price. What happens then? The token producer is going to have higher value. I'm selling a product today, which is the Ultima Farms. And I got to now use that as an urgency and as a deadline to push my team today, to get as many in today, tell people on board right now to get ready. And I'm going to pre-launch the launch of the cashback vouchers. I'm going to get as many as possible to the Ultima convention in Berlin. I'm going to continuously push my teams to understand the value of the Ultima Farms. I'm going to do a countdown in my private groups every day, showing people the power and that we're getting closer to it. I'm going to make sure that I'm, as a professional, is taking charge as a leader. And this is going to be the difference, guys. So with that said, I believe that today we have gone into some important things for everyone to understand. And before I'm handing over to Navid to come in, I'm just going to quickly go through a few things. If you want to become a professional networker and really make a difference in your life and not just let your life pass, you know, why not just do it all in? Yeah? Time is going to pass anyway. Then the current product is Ultima Farm, which has higher value, higher closing rate right now because of the scarcity. We're going to have a presentation on Monday, 8 p.m. Dubai time. I'm going to do a presentation on the Ultima token, the value of becoming an Ultima token producer. And this is why you need to get involved and bring as many people as you can to this. You got to clear your mind, sit down, make a decision, move into action, understand that there is a bull market coming in the crypto industry. Understand that we got the biggest recession we've ever seen in front of us. There's no time to wait. Understand this company is going to keep moving with or without you. This token is going to go up with or without you. This company is going to expand with or without you. Our team, other people are going to rank up with or without you. This is now the greatest time in history to build an income, to build a portfolio of cryptocurrency, because every dollar you make today, while the world is crashing, can rise with the cryptocurrency world that is increasing and growing. And we are in the biggest transfer of wealth, and we have time to wait. I don't understand. Let's become professionals. Let's realize the opportunity we have. Let's not overthink. Overthinking is putting yourself into inaction. Let's just take action. What would happen if you didn't think for a year and just took massive action every single day? I believe you would be already reaching your goals, dreams, and visions. But we overthink ourselves into inaction. Now we give you a chance to take this move into action starting from today. Invite people to the Ultima token overview, where all you got to do The beauty of this business, you got to invite and edify. Nothing else. You don't need to present. You don't need to know how to pitch. You don't need to know how to present this opportunity right now. You don't know how to close. Everything is going to be done by me, and we're going to do it on the Monday call. It's going to be done with the uplines, with team members. You got to move with urgency. You got to call people. If you went and you find a pot of gold in the forest, and there was some something magic with this pot of gold. It was like a big cave of gold, and there's magic. In 10 hours, this gold is going to disappear. But if you take out now, what is going to happen? You're going to keep that gold. What would you do? You'll call your friends and say, look, you have to come. Leave your wedding. You can wait with that. Come, I found a pot of gold. There's limited amount of time. We need to get as much gold as we can, because this is about to disappear. When you move with certainty, when you have made a decision, when you're moving with urgency, when you understand your position, that you don't need to present, you don't need to present to your friend, you don't need to show anything. You just tell them that I made a decision. I understand the risks and opportunities, but I found something. There's gold here, and there's a limited amount of opportunity to get in. I want you to see this, because the time is running out. And if you don't join, that's fine. It's up to you. But I want you to see this. Urgency, urgency, urgency. Why? It helps people make decisions. Otherwise, people are waiting the whole life. Urgency is helping people make decisions, and duplicate that is into your teams. Go to your teams. When you made your 20 phone calls for the presentation on Monday, you go and you call your teams. How is it going? How has your calls went? What did you face? And you go and you go and you go to everyone. You increase momentum. Why? You are the leader, because you are the leader. No one else is going to do it for these people. You got to make it happen. You got to call these people, and you got to duplicate. And you got to understand that this is the way to increase as leader. This is how you become a pro. An amateur is going to say, I feel motivated today, and then Saturday hits. You go out tonight, you hang over tomorrow, and then Monday come, a presentation, you do a quick messages in the groups, and you wonder why no one turned up. A professional, they get on the phone right after the call using this energy. They're losing the weekend to get people onto the webinar. Why? Because they understand we're about to go into the biggest recession in humanity. We're about to have the biggest bull run ever in cryptocurrency. You can create generational wealth right now. You can compress timelines, and this opportunity will never come back. With a company where you have 7 years experience that has been building for these 7 years and gathered enough experience to know what to do, with the greatest compensation plan in the industry, with a token, with actually logical tokenomics right now, scarcity, with actual demand coming in from the cashback vouchers, and a product everyone needs. This is not going to come back, guys. I'm telling you. And when you've done this, you're going to just push one thing. We're going to have a small supply of the Ultima token. We're going to have huge demand. That is a potential 10x. I have a potential 10x to you. I have a potential 10x, 10 times increase. It's a potential with the Ultima token right now. Where else in the industry do you have that? Everything is going down right now. But here in Ultima, I have a potential 10x. And logically, it can happen. Small supply and huge demand. Continuously on this, guys, I'm going to now bring on my business partner, Navid. And after that, I'm going to talk about a little bit of steps for the convention in Berlin for you to make sure you've done the proper steps. I'm going to go into that. But with this, guys, I hope that today it's been some more understanding of what is happening, the amateur versus the professional. We have the product happening right now, Ultima Farm, and we have the urgency, the deadline. And I always want to bring Navid in, because Navid is someone who has been in this industry for the past 15 years. Is someone who has really understood what it means to build a business like this, who is not being emotionally affected with change, but more so go into action, absorbing information and pushing as nothing has happened. This is the reason every company he's gone into has become a huge success. And that is why he is someone that continuously is growing in this industry, and someone that I'm listening to when it's time to listen to someone talking about urgency and deadlines, everything in between, and specifically how to become a professional networker. I've learned a lot from this individual. So let me bring in Navid to just share a little bit more on what I just covered here today. Let me see. There we go. I'm just going to unmute you. There we go.
Yeah, thanks a lot, Emil. And very, very good topic, guys. And thanks so much, Emil, for coming on to this call. I know that you're actually having fever. You're actually being sick right now. So I guess, yeah, I know for sure that I really appreciate you. And I know for a fact that most part of this entire community appreciates you a lot as well. So thanks a lot for that. And I think to take on the topic that you were in right now regarding urgency, I think it's such an important topic. Really, really important, because, you know, urgency is one of our best friends in network marketing. You know, if you talk with urgency, things are happening in a very interesting way, you know. And also coming into these different dialogues and with these amazing pitches that Emil gave you guys today, I think, you know, its result is like inevitable. But it depends on your energy that you're coming with, depending on what kind of person you are. Are you an amateur? Are you a professional? And what mindset do you have going into these different meetings, and so on. So I think we should definitely touch on a few different topics there. I will just summarize a little bit what Emil said in my own way. But we have 1 week to go until the event in Berlin, which I think is going to be an absolute mind-blowing event. We know for a fact that Alex have a lot of different aces in his sleeve that he will actually release on this event. And I believe this is going to be the event that I think all of us have actually been waiting for. Because basically with the voucher programs and everything we're launching now, this is going to take this business and actually be able to reach the masses in a completely different way. Because using money, using a credit card or a debit card is something people are doing every single day. If people can save by doing it through this way, if people can get a cashback that is incredible with a potential 10x, I think it's going to be an absolutely no-brainer for people to actually come in here. And I think we actually probably have the best pitch ever actually been existing in network marketing ever before. You know, this pitch is so easy. It's so simple. You can literally just learn it by heart and really use it on every single individual and person out there. And I think that's very powerful. So guys, urgency with our products, you know, don't live in and wait for the future. You know, you will then miss out on the present time we're in. And I believe that we have a very, very interesting time right now with the ending of the sales of the farms taking place in the beginning of June. You know, this product now, I mean, you can actually help people to be the generator of this token. They can really be the creators of this token and actually set them up for a very, very interesting future. So I really believe this event will blow our minds in a best possible way. So, you know, with this product, like Emil said, like vouchers, guys, exchange, travel, e-commerce, crowdfunding, games, etc., where is it going to end? I believe that, you know, Alex have a very, very big, we know that, very big technical team. They can literally implement something on a very, very short notice if it's something that the market wants to have and actually are seeking for. And the few days now, guys, left before the selling of the farms, and this should really be the best business day of your career. Literally, really, after this meeting, go out there, call the people that have maybe been hesitant, maybe that have been saying no, maybe that is, you know, thinking about it. Call them with that energy, call them with that urgency, and let them know what's actually about to happen. And I would also like to say, guys, make sure that you make a new round of calls to all the people in your business to make sure that they get a new invitation, and really determine, guys, go into these calls and make sure that they are coming to the event. Make sure that they are booking their tickets, their hotels. Make sure that you really basically dragging them there if they are not, you know, really sure if they're going to come or not. I have many personal stories regarding people that I literally drag to events. And the only reason why they probably is in network marketing today, why they are probably successful today, is because they actually came to that one event. And you never know what event is going to change people's mind. You never know what event is going to touch people's heart. You never really know what event is going to really make the switch for that individual. It can be one sentence. It can be someone they meet in the lobby in the hotel. It can be someone in the event that is going up on stage, actually celebrating their accomplishment, you have no single idea. And usually it's not the information we're getting from the company that gets people going. Usually it's something else. It's something about the environment. It's something about the energy in the venue. It's something about the entire package that you get by actually being surrounded with like-minded people, where all people want to walk the same path and walk the walk together and really get that amazing result all together, guys. So it's definitely something we talk a lot about, but it's also because it's such an fundamental point in network marketing. It's basically key. It's basically the heart of network marketing events. So really make sure to really come there. And I mean, that day, guys, will basically be completely for free. I mean, everything is included: drinks, food, like breakfast, lunch, dinner, after party, everything, guys. You don't have to think that day. Basically, the only thing you need to do is go up in the morning, get dressed, make yourself look in whatever way you want to look, and then you basically go to the event, and then you will be taken care of. So really go there, guys. Let's have an amazing time. Would be amazing to meet many of you. We know we have a lot of people coming from our team, which we are really grateful for, and it will be a lot of fun to really meet, because I think that's one of the key points in network marketing as well, to actually build those physical relationships, really meet people, see people, look them in the eye, talk to them, personally, and really feel their vision and their, efforts and their passion about what they're doing. That is what's building long-term relationship in this industry for sure. Zoom meetings, absolutely, all credit to Zoom meetings, but it's not the same as meeting people personally. That's a completely different story. And really, guys, fall in love with the deadlines. For FOMO, fear of missing out. Basically, I definitely feel it myself. And I think if you feel it yourself, it's very easy to really, give it to other people as well. To really understand what the potential here of the Ultima token is. So the only one we personally, me and Emil, and I know for Danish for sure, the only one we really can take seriously in a business, and the people that we are working with, is the people that actually is attending the event, because that's the only way we know that we are speaking from the same point of view, from the same, literally, ambition, from the same, vision. Otherwise, to try to explain what we experienced on the event for someone that actually wasn't there, it's not really possible. You cannot explain energy. You cannot really deliver energy to people that wasn't there. So I'm really fired up. I'm looking forward to see many of you on the event. I know Emil is for sure that as well. And really make use of the presentation Emil is setting up on Monday, guys, to really invite people to get the last chance of actually taking part of the Ultima token creation. And really, let's go to the event in Berlin, and we just have a blast all together and really make it happen there. So guys, thanks for me today. We want to keep it short and sweet here. Soon is almost passing an hour, so I'm leaving over to Emil to have the last few minutes to really just round this up and to give you guys some insights how to register and make that properly. So thanks a lot.
Thank you so much for your experience. And for those on the call, I can see that some of you are really getting fired up with what I shared. Some of you are saying that, oh, you should not call as an amateur. I saw in our group. Let me tell you something, guys. On these calls we're having, we're going to be very honest on what is required to reach the top. These webinars are not for individuals who do not want to reach the top. And sometimes that is something that triggers, and sometimes it is hurting. I understand there's challenges in the world and in everything we do, but it's how we take and face those, and how we are looking at from a professional and alpha leadership is what's going to get you to the top. So I hope that is being fully understood on today's call. And if you are coming to the event, or it shouldn't be an if, when you are coming to the event, make sure you've done this first. Register in your account. Secondly, get your flight ticket and hotel. If you're driving there, if you're living there, that is fine. You then need to confirm your attendance and tell them, here's my flight ticket, here's my hotel booking, or I'm going to drive there, or whatever way you're going to get there. Maybe you're going to run after this webinar to get there. But this is what you need to do. And you need to download your ticket. whenever you have confirmed your attendance and been verified, then you can download the tickets. And if you have any questions, in a Telegram group, there's been many times posted exactly how to do it. And then when you've done your part, show your ticket to everyone and bring as many as you can. You know, for you to bring people for free to the event to attend, it's incredible. So make sure you use this and leverage of this. So make sure you don't forget. The event we had in Dubai was 500 people who forgot to download the tickets. And they were angry that they could not come in, even though the company for a month have been sharing details on how to get it done. This time, guys, let's please follow the step-by-steps to make sure you secure a seat so you can join the event. So with that, guys, I hope you have enjoyed today's call. I'm reminding you once again that we have, of course, a video and interview with Alex that we created a few weeks back. It is being uploaded on our YouTube channel. This has been shared. Make sure you watch it. Make sure you are sharing it. This is an in-depth, emotional connection with Alex that you're gonna see when you're watching this. And you're going to understand why we named this video The Heart of Success and what that means. So make sure you watch it, share it. And guys, I hope that today has been a lot of information that you have absorbed. We have gone through a lot. Let me just summarize this. And actually, this is the warning I should have started with the warning that this call is going to be deep and to the point and real. We don't fluff around on these calls. This is to really get you to the top. But we've covered the smart coin updates. The swap has started. Go to the website plcswapping.com and start. But remember, there's not going to be any released token coins until after the Berlin event. Cashback starting end of the month, driving demand. Now focus on the Ultima farm. That is how we are moving away from an amateur in this industry to a pro. There's nothing wrong being an amateur. We've all been there, but we should want to move towards becoming a professional, and that is where the success is going to be done. We're going to have an Ultima presentation on Monday, 8 p.m. Dubai time, and make sure you go and approve and confirm your attendance to the Berlin event. With that said, guys, I see you on the next call. I'll see you on Monday, and many of you, I see you guys in Berlin. Take care, guys. See you soon.